Hi everyone, my name is Imogen. I'm a final year marketing undergraduate here at the University of Liverpool Management School, and today I'm very pleased to announce that I have with me Ian Milner, the CEO of Iris Worldwide. Today I'm going to be asking him some questions about his time here at Liverpool and what a typical day in the life is like at Iris Worldwide. So to begin, what was your favourite thing about living in Liverpool?
It was a long time ago now. So it's a bit of a trip down memory lane.
Yes.
And I just remember it being a brilliant place to live, lovely, down-to-earth people.
Yes, yeah.
And loads of great things to do. You know, it was just a great city to be a student in.
No, of course. When did you graduate?
Well, let's have a think. So I'm nearly 50. So I graduated when I was 21, 22, and then I did a postgraduate year at the business school after. So it's quite a while ago now.
Yeah. Would you do anything differently if you were a student again now?
I think I would have thought more about where my degree could take me. So the degree I chose was PE and movement science.
Yes.
And that's because I really like sport. But I kind of worked out after a couple of years that I wasn't really that comfy with where it was going to take me. So I then started to understand more around, where does it go and what sorts of things could I think about. And I remember there was a careers lecture one day in one of the lecture theatres, and it was a brand manager from Mars Pet Food, and he was basically talking about the marketing and the products and understanding people and understanding why they do what they do. And then I think from there I'd kind of worked out that marketing was going to be interesting for me, and mainly because in my PE degree I was learning a lot about social psychology and personality and how people do what they do, why do they do it, what affects their behaviour and their judgment. So I think from there on in I'd kind of worked out marketing was going to be the way forward.
What is the typical day in the life at Iris Worldwide like?
Well, we've been going for 20 years now, and there is no real normal day. But I can tell you that I'm extremely lucky to be working with some amazing people and some amazing clients. Normally, I'll be up at about 6, half 5. I will check WhatsApp to see if I've had any messages from clients overnight.
Yes, yeah.
I'll get the train, and then I'll go through all of my emails, all social media feeds, and any news stories on the way to the office. And then from there on in, I've usually got conference calls for most of the morning with our Asian businesses, and then gradually it sort of changes to European and then to American time zones over the course of the day. But it's very dynamic. It's really varied.
No, of course, yeah. What is the biggest lesson you've learned as CEO of Iris Worldwide?
Well, I think the main thing has been about people.
Yes, of course.
And about working with, having lots of people around you that are kind of in it for the same reasons that you are.
Yeah.
I think the business that we're in, we're a global advertising agency, and it's all about talent and their passions.
Yeah, of course.
So the more talent you have, the more passions that are around it, and the more successful you're going to be. So I would say that it's about bonding with people, about camaraderie, and about recognising that if you've got good quality people that are likeable and well trusted, you're going to have a good basis of a good business.
Forward. Yeah. What has been your favourite campaign that Iris has worked on?
I mean, it's such a hard question to answer. I mean, there's been loads of weird and wonderful things that we've done. I mean, looking back on our 20 years, there's so many things that we've done that were world firsts. Yeah. So we were like the first to do a TV channel on a mobile phone. We were the first to do a kind of a music gig on a plane with Jamiroquai. There's just so many of these. I think my favourite though will be when we did the Olympic mascots. So we created Wenlock and Mandeville, that were, I think it's still the case, that they were the most successful Olympic mascots of any, just because of the sort of care that went into creating their personalities and all of the kind of commercial opportunities that came with them. And they were the first real digital mascots that were customizable, that then meant that consumers could play with them and put them, and we could do gamification and all the rest of it. And so that was somewhat ahead of its time, and I think that made them so kind of effective and so valuable to the Olympic Games.
Yeah, no, it must have been absolutely incredible to have worked on the Olympics back in 2012. What do you think are the biggest threats and opportunities facing marketing today?
What I like about marketing is the fact that there is so much change and challenge. I would say that a few years ago, digital was the thing that was kind of reworking the polarity of the industry, if you like. But now everything is digital. I think culture, understanding about culture, and how brands and people kind of interact with one another in culture. I think that's the big thing that I'm becoming more and more interested in. Mainly because all clients are becoming more bothered about what they spend their money on and why and what sort of return they get. And we've noticed that brands that are acting like culture, are playing with culture, they're the ones that tend to stand out more and just be more successful because the audience tends to let them in more easily.
And finally, what is your number one tip, piece of advice, piece of guidance for marketing graduates entering the world of marketing today?
Yeah, I mean, I think that marketing, great career choice. There's so much in it. I think you have to be as specific as possible about what bit of it you're interested in, whether you want to work for a client, a medium, a social media platform, or an agency business. I think you've got to sort of get to the point quickly about working out which one of those are more likely to fit your personality. I think you've also got to recognise that any quality student that comes from a quality university on paper will look quite similar to another quality student from another quality. So I think it's about what you do, and it's what you've done, and it's your personality. That these are the things that you now need to realise are now important differentiators when it comes to an interview process. And it'll be that helps a potential employer or a potential opportunity find its way to you, because it will be on the back of your personality and your traits and your personal attributes. So I think, remember that at the end of the day, it'll be that makes the difference.
That's what will shine through at the end of the day. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Ian.